All right, part 3 of the playlist. Volume is up. And we're going to go through a series of items about this June 15th date. You've got to watch the playlist, part 1 and part 2, part 1 and part 2. Fascinating. It's when Batman Begins was released, but in the UK, for some reason, they released it on his Rising Day. Who releases movies on a Sunday? What country releases movies on a Sunday? Well, the United Kingdom did for Batman Begins, because Jesus died on a Friday, rose on a Sunday, as best we've been able to understand. I'm not dogmatic about that, but that's what we understand, right? So that's what they did with the USA release on a Friday, which is normal, and then the UK release on a Sunday, the 17th. Trump's descent down the escalator was the 16th, just like Jesus went down, descended, spoke to those fallen angels that are chained that left their habitation to have sex with mankind. But let's go to the X across America total solar. That was the midpoint of the two total solars that made the X across America. So on 12/14/2020, it was the exact midpoint of the two total solars that make the X across America. It was also a total solar. It was when Biden received his electorals and they gave us the first day of therapy. Well, it's murder code to the murder date, 1279. 12's number for the church, 79, murder in simple gematria. So on the murder day, it is just that, 1279. So that's a direct hit. If you want to look at the other two total solars, it was 821. And the one that's 2490, 6925, 8125. If you look at the total solar we just had on 4/8, can't believe I hadn't even looked at that yet. 68 days, it would be 70, the perfect 7 for the rising day. Okay. Very good. To the other eclipse. Well, if we run the rising day to the Ring of Fire eclipse, it's 107. All right, let's look at the next item. When iPet Goat was released at the Heliofont website, not the YouTube site, it's 4374. Now, 37 is fused with 74. Well, 37 is a prime number for the church. The next progression of 37 is 74, and there it is, 4374, the fusion of both. And we did have, oh wow, it's 187, y'all, for when the I think I already have that one up. It's 1087 or 187 when they brought down those towers in Miami, the Twin Towers at the 88th Street. Yeah, I got that cipher up. If you look at iPet Goat on the 7/3 release date, that's at their Heliofont YouTube site release date. It is 4365. It'll be 4367. It's 11 years, 11 months, 12 days, 143.12. That one wasn't big. That's why I didn't have that one up. Yeah. And I should have looked at Back to the Future too, 185, 1985 on 7/3, since we were looking at 7/3 dates. 14227. It's 38 years, murder code years. But we know that 1422 is Acts 14:22. We all through much tribulation enter the kingdom. And it's 1422 followed by the number 7 for the number for cleansing. That's really a big deal there, the way they did that. Now, on 7/11/2020, Trump wore the mask. It's 3 years, 11 months, 6 days. So it's 311 code fused with 116, which is a backwards upside down 9/11, which is what they gave us in Back to the Future. It's 1437 days. So there's your 37. 47 months, 6 days, 476. 76 is Adam and Strong's Concordance, New Testament. But that 1437, 37 is a prime number for the church, 12th prime number. That's on the rising day, by the way. So 12/16/1961. That's a personal cipher of a personal friend that passed away in 2001. And what was it I wanted to see about that? Oh, yeah. Well, she would have been 22829 days old on 6/17, the rising day. I want you to look at this 22829 divided by 37, because she landed on my personal ciphers as a 37 progression. That's the rising date, 6/17. So her birthday, 2/6/17, is a 6/17 progression of 37. And she has one of the most unique numbers. I can't even get into it, but that's a very deep, heavy personal cipher. And on Dr. No, which is James Bond Begins, which is equivalent to Batman Begins, it's 6117. It's 3188 in the weeks. It's 7337 with the months and the days, which is a palindrome. On the rising day, it's 61 years, 1 month, 9 days. So it's 119 Donald code, but it's still 88 in the weeks, 3188, and then 5 days on the rising day. As far as 9/11, 2001, it's 1187 in the week. So 187 is in the weeks. 83 murder code is in the days. It's 8,313. 3 on the 86ing day. 313 is in the days. Zapruder film headshot is frame 313. So they nailed that perfectly, as it's fused with 83, which is murder in full reduction. If we run the Donnie Darko date to the rising day, it is 22 years, 7 months, 22 days. That is a palindrome. Let's go ahead and go with 1988, October 2nd, since we're here. To the, it's 313 in the hours. 313008 on the rising day. Run it to the 86ing day. .186 is in the weeks also, y'all. 357 is percent of a common year. That's the amount of verses in the book of Daniel. And Frank got shot in his right eye on October 30th. If we run that to the gunshot day, it's 35 years, 7 months, so 357 again. 88 in the hours. Next up is 4/13/2022. It's murder code 79 in the days, 794. It's 2 years, 2 months, 2 days. Y'all, that was the mathematical anomaly where Trump and I's combined number, because he's 6 times 14 times 1946. The number is 163464. And my number is 82362. And my Mayday friend turned the first 5 digits of Trump and I's combined number days old on that famous date of March 11th, but the year 2022. 33 days later, I turned the next 5 digits of Trump and I's combined number. And 33 days after that was a total lunar eclipse. We knew we were on to something. There's a 322 in the middle of Trump and I's combined number. It ends in 1968, which is the Heidi Bowl game and the year of the 2 fake RFK, MLK events. So when I turned 22196 days old, the second progression of that 33 of that anomaly, it's 2 years, 2 months, 2 days from this event. And 794 days, 79 is murder and simple gematria. It's 113 in the weeks with 3 days. So it's 1133 in the weeks and the days. Again, 2 years, 2 months, 2 days. 26 months, 2 days. That's a palindrome. That is just enormous stuff right there. The day the Lord started pulling me out of the world, when I made the Facebook post that I'm quitting astrology and quitting my pagan Roman church, to this event, it's 4, 4, 4, and 6 days, 4,446 days. It's 12 years, 2 months, 2 days. So it's 444, 222. We're almost done. Batman Begins 2, the event date. The movie Batman Begins release date. It's 6,940 days. It's 6,940, but it's, of course, the perfect 19 years for COVID-19. And if you run it to the rising day for Batman Begins, $69.42. You know what's weird about that is the James Bond card tag that we just got through showing y'all is $42.69. Oh boy. We really got onto something there, didn't we? We just sort of tripped up into that. So we were showing you that yesterday. This James Bond card tag, Antichrist, 42.69 on No Time to Die. Well, Batman Begins, Batman and James Bond, they're the same 2 characters. They're the Antichrist. Instead of 42.69, it's 69.42 from Batman Begins movie release date to his actual rising day, when he really spiritually begins. Look at the hours, 166608. My goodness gracious. Well, we really tripped onto something there, didn't we? Yep, personal ciphers there, 187. Golly. If you look at the total solar, that lily sitting inside the corona from my pet goat, that total solar of April 20th, 2023, it's a palindrome to the rising day, 424. Wow. It's also 1176 in the hours. 117 is 11.7. It's the rising. It's fused with 76, which is Adam. Strong concordance. He's the black Adam. 116% of a common year. It's backwards, upside down, 9/11. Text to Trump 88022, the day after total solar of August 2008. A massive personal cipher in my life. It is 79 right in the middle of the days, which is murder in simple gematria, 5796. My goodness. I always think we have the date when I start looking at all this kind of stuff. And I really think we have the date. That total solar, when I saw on 8/01/2008, when I saw the Dark Knight, it did spawn a full moon from that total solar that was on 8/16. If we run that to the rising day or the 80/16 day, you do have the 5784. We know all about the 84, don't we? 1388 in the hours with the 8/16. Wow, 138816. 138,816. So it's literally saying Donald Trump on 8/16. Donald Trump in simple gematria is 138. 1388. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I think this might be it. June 15th event rises on, spiritually rises. He'll be possessed by Satan, running World War III behind the scenes. Everybody will think he's dead. Then he returns, most likely, in my opinion, at the Ring of Fire eclipse on the Donnie Darko October 2nd date this year. Love you.